Welcome back to Fighting Crypto. My name is Chase, level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Today we're going to look at Chainlink. If we have a potential top here, where could we buy some more, right? Maybe you want to accumulate more Chainlink. This is one of the biggest questions I get. Where can I buy more? And where should I buy more? What's the smartest play? I'm glad you asked. Let's look at that today. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to also check in briefly on Link Bitcoin and kind of see that narrative and what's potentially playing out there. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon for more content, more help navigating these markets. So let's get right to it. Chainlink Fibonacci scale. So swing low to swing high. This is assuming that Chainlink local top is in, right? So we're assuming that if prices go any higher, then this is null and void and we have to do another one, right? So keep that in mind. Now, having said that, I do get another question, like my Fibonacci is skewed. What I get is not what you get. Well, let's correct that right now. So if you're watching this and you've ever used Fibonacci's and you're getting not the same stuff I'm getting, watch this quick fix. Do your Fib scale, right click on, wherever, go down to settings, right? Hopefully you're seeing this. This pops up, right? Scroll all the way down. You have to check this box. Fib levels based on log scale. That is the difference, I promise. If you haven't done that, it's not set to it, right? You have to check that mark. So I don't know why TradingView does that. There's been, people writing in trying to get them to default to that, right? If you're using log scale and trying to use Fib, it's wrong, right? That's the skew. You have to use it on log scale and Fib log scale, right? They have to match, okay? So otherwise you're getting different numbers. So that's that. Hopefully that helps someone out there. Hopefully, I think it did, because I get that question a lot. All right, so having seen this, now we're assuming the top is in. Where could we potentially retrace to? Oftentimes, we're looking at the weekly scale, the 382 is usually a good spot, especially if it's rarely near the 21-week EMA. In this case, yes, it is. So that's around 1050 as of right now. Now, you can't just throw your bid in at 1050 and ignore it for 78 years, right? You have to monitor these, because why? Well, I'm glad you asked. The moving averages move, right? That's why they're called moving averages. So every week, this updates. Every day, the moving averages update. So you want to always have your order in higher or lower than that line, right? Below that, right, you want to use these scales, right, to kind of dollar cost average. Good idea, especially if you know and you're more confident that the local top is in. Where are we going to retrace to? Usually the 382. Sometimes if it's a big kind of move back down, you'll hit the 0.5. Usually worst case is the 618. Not often though. It's certainly in these kind of breakout moves, usually the 382 will hit. Well, have we done that in history? Well, go back and look at this, right? How about our big breakout move? Even from our pandemic low, swing low to our swing high of $20. Where do we throw back to? The 382, right? Look at that. 382. Imagine you had your order in right on the 382. You almost timed it perfectly, right? So yeah, you bought here at $1.50. Look at that. Moved your decent profits there, right? 382, right? No matter what you're looking at, swing lows to swing highs, oftentimes on bullish moves, and I would consider that a bullish breakout move, 382 is a pretty good spot. So word to your mother. All right. How about the shorter time frame for Chainlink? Let's remove all that. Let's just look at the daily, the 4-hour chart, kind of what to watch for today and tomorrow. Well, we're now showing a little bit of signs of exhaustion because we're kind of going down below the 21 EMA. You don't want to be doing that on any chart. Otherwise, you can start to really just prolong consolidation or starting a new downtrend. Are we doing that? It's showing signs on the 4-hour, right? How about we zoom out to the daily? Do we have any signs there? Not yet, but we're potentially seeing a lower high in, right? We see this high here. And where's our previous high, or next high, I should say, right there. So far. Now, could we bounce up and break through? Of course, right? I'm not saying we're going down, but the signs are there, right? Certainly, we got our warning shot with a close below the 21 EMA. So we're looking, yesterday's video, we made a warning that you want to watch for another close below the 21, or really like to look for back-to-back consecutive closes under that 21. And then you're very likely starting a downtrend or prolonged consolidation. So that's kind of what we're waiting for to see if Chainlink's going to do that. It's still too iffy right now because we could absolutely just kind of follow this loose fit bull pattern, which we talked about yesterday, and kind of throw back here and then kind of bounce and go higher, right? We're still kind of maintaining these higher lows. So it's too iffy to tell yet, right? Here's our kind of our breakout zone. We're looking around 1650. If we get a daily close above that, even if we come down here a little bit more, maybe bounce off the 21 again, right? And then go higher, right? $19, $20. That's our next kind of target if this happens. To the downside, we're prepared for that as well. Back-to-back daily closes under that 21, and we're very likely starting a new downtrend or a prolonged consolidation. So that's what I'm looking for. And then you have your fib scales, right, that we just looked at. So keep that in mind. Now let's keep this short and sweet, and let's look at Bitcoin against Link. So Link BTC, this has nothing to do with Link's valuation in fiat. This is against Bitcoin, and look at what we have here. So this is kind of what I'm anticipating, right? Kind of a prediction. You can take it with a grain of salt if you wish, but this is what I'm seeing, right? So potential kind of resistance zone here. Now, a lot of people will get this wrong and say there's a double top. No, wrong, right? People that are saying that, unfollow them. They have no idea what they're saying. They're just regurgitating what they've heard. This is not a double top. This is a resistance zone. This is only the second tap. Where would this confirm as a double top? I'm glad you asked. Only if a low is breached. We would have to come all the way down here and close, right? How do we know if it close, right? Put on closing price. We would have to close under here for that to be a double top. A lot of people get that wrong. A lot of people think, oh, we've hit it twice. That's a double top. No, double tops confirm after the low is broken. Double bottoms confirm after, you guessed it, the high is broken. So many people get that wrong. Those are just resistance zones, right? Hopefully you learned something. All right, so this is what kind of see it, right? If we go to chill mode, or Bitcoin likes to correct a little bit here, I could see Chainlink continuing down, but still remaining bullish, right? We're still bullish here. Kind of coming back to this, maybe like look at the 21 week, right? We're on the weekly chart. All these moving averages, the 200, the 100, the 21, all kind of, joining up here. And maybe we just kind of work our way back down here. It could be a little bit earlier or later, right? We're looking at, maybe potentially January, February. I'm not saying the timeline is accurate, but something loosely fit to this before breaking out, right? Breaking through our resistance zone. All we're looking for is like a close above like 4,500 Satoshis, right? You see the scale out here. That's what these are. If you're like, how the hell do I say that? They're Satoshis, right? 5,000 Satoshis, right? Get it, got it good. Hopefully a lot of new people don't even know that. Because they don't even follow Bitcoin. They're just in altcoins. And how do I make 10,000x for the next 4 minutes? I don't know, BitBoy, let me know. So let's keep it at that, right? We'll check into this time to time, but this is kind of the loosely fit narrative, what I see playing out for not only just Chainlink, but altcoins in general. Maybe a cool off, go back to their kind of breakout or their big moving averages, and then kind of break out in Q1 2024, late Q1, I would guess, before if we get our true alt season. True alt season, I'm throwing out at least another couple of months. So that's that. Let's get to our quote and car of the day. We got some good ones. Civilization began the first time an angry person cast a word instead of a rock. Imagine that scenario. Like, wait, you didn't hit me? What are you saying? All right, car of the day. Ferrari F50. These are amazing in person. If you haven't caught on, these are actually my pictures I've taken, right? If you're wondering, like, why the hell, who's taking these pictures, right? It's my phone taking these pictures at a car show that I go to annually. But this is the Ferrari F50. And if you've never seen these in person, they're much smaller than you might guess. So I'm like 6'1", and my knees go over this fender, right? This is that short. You could I could step in this, I could straddle this door. They're very tiny, right? You could jump over this with relative ease here. This is like 22 inches up. They're pretty small, really small. So that's Ferrari F50, one of the rarest Ferraris to really see in person. And if you ever get the chance, right, I highly suggest it. Whatever that Ferris Bueller line was, if you have the means to do so, I highly recommend picking one up. That's that. Bonus car of the day, or should I say, the best truck you've ever seen. You're like, what picture is your in mind for I say the best truck ever? It's probably not the one I'm going to show you. Damn. What a Dodge, like the original Dodge Power Wagon. Epic. Dude, that is... how do you get cooler than that? I don't know. That's pretty sweet. I think that's also known as the Jeepers Creepers truck. Doesn't look this good, but damn, that's pretty epic right there. I would definitely love to have that. How about you? All right. Bonus Dodge Power Wagon. I think they were asking like 200 grand for this. Amazing truck. I'll leave it at that. I don't know what all these people doing, right? It's fun to guess what they're thinking. I think that's security. They would tackle you if you touch any of these. This guy's probably definitely looking at the F50 that's over here. Same area. All right. I'll leave it at that. Just felt like throwing on the hat today, but at least I kept it, Chainlink blue and white. Just for you.